is our pitch idea. We're going to go through 3 ideas that we came up with: the budget, research, and things like equipment and location.
So for our first idea, we decided to make a documentary about the EMA scheme and whether it was fair or not. It was like biased towards like it wasn't fair. And the location will be like Meadow Hall because that's where you spend most of the time, and also town centre because it's like local. And for me, I'm saying the props and costumes will all connote youth to like establish the audience again. Camera work, well, those are over shoulder shots because it's like a lot of interviews. And establish shots to show where we are at all times. And for editing, it'll like be fast paced, so you have to keep people interested.
For the second idea, we had a day in the life of a student. Basically just following a student around college, looking into their everyday life and actually seeing the college that we go to, whether that affects sort of like their education and things like that, sort of the quality of education. For this location will be obviously the college, social areas, and then the personal life as well. And things like obviously things that you'll see in colleges will be in props and things like that. And then just general conventions of documentary, things like over the shoulder shots, medium close-ups, long shots, establishing shots, which you see like in everyday documentaries. And then in editing, like continuity, fast-paced editing pieces.
For our third idea, we're doing about discrimination in the workplace, like gender, race, piercings, tattoos, disability and sexuality, basically things that differ. For mise-en-scène, we're going to use props, costumes, makeup and lighting, and if the person does have piercings, to point that out, whether they get a job or not. For camera work, we use over-the-shoulder shots, medium close-ups, long shots and establishing shots, and we might use cinema verite as that's a convention of documentaries. For editing, we're going to use continuity and fast-paced sequences.
For budget, obviously, it's going to be minimal because it's a college project. But things like bus fare, obviously getting to locations, things like that have to be taken into account. Other necessities such as equipment are going to be provided by college as well, so we don't absolutely need to include that in budget. For research for EMA, I come up with websites like just Wikipedia and things like DirectGov, because that's obviously very factual for the government. Basically, just to get some background knowledge about EMA itself, so we know what we're talking about because we have to a day in the life of a student. Things like Moodle to actually have a look at Thomas Redland College itself. And a thing called Journal Students, which is basically a journal from a student with them talking about their everyday student life, to get an idea of sort of what we'd like to include in this documentary. And then for discrimination in workplace one, I looked at statistics for discrimination in workplace and things like actual personal accounts of discrimination in workplace and things that we could like refer to as factual things in the documentary. For location, we thought Meadowhall would be good. Obviously, because we don't have to think about weather conditions with things like Meadowhall. It's fairly local as well, so that'll like concise with the budget. And also Rotherham Town Centre, because it's fairly local. And also there's a college in the centre of Rotherham.
For equipment, we're going to use cameras, tripods, microphones, which are essential. However, other equipment such as blue screen equipment, dolls, etc. may also be used to enhance our media skills. Health and safety will be taken into account when using this equipment, and this equipment will be provided by college. That's our media project pitch.
Good, well done, some clap. I will say, girls, that you may find it very difficult to shoot at the Meadowhall. A variety of reasons. One, it's private property, and you probably won't be allowed to film at the Meadowhall. Security will probably boot you out. Yeah? Two, even if you did, the acoustics would be terrible. It would be very,
We're
very
thinking for
noisy.
the, the EMA scheme,
Yeah.
we're doing about what people actually spend it on. We're thinking about going out one night and seeing if they spend it on alcohol.
Probably, yeah.
So
But you'd probably be Yeah, you're probably better off shooting in town
Yeah.
because it's not private property. Even then, if there was doubt, you'd be allowed to film in shops. Yeah. But obviously, I mean, the obvious thing for EMA, that's what you want to do, is you have to shoot in college, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it's for. Yeah, and that's, it'd be worth doing some research as well in the newspapers. Yeah, to get newspaper attitudes for it, wouldn't it?
Well, you know, for that EMA, I was watching Jeremy Kyle one morning, and this lad was addicted to painkillers.
Yeah.
That's what he spent his EMA on.
Well, there you go,
Living
interesting.
painkillers. So if I could get an extract of that, if we do that idea.
Exactly, yeah.
What
I mean, that's the kind of thing you want to be talking about, yeah. I mean, you might also want to consider, well, I did hear they're going to scrap EMA, I don't know how true that is. Yeah, I don't know. I think this government wants to scrap it sometime in the next 2 years. Or what you could look at is potential alternatives as well, could be alternatives to EMA. So instead of giving people cash payments, it'd be things like book tokens and bus tickets and food tokens and stuff like that. And you might ask about people's sort of like opinions about that and stuff. Yeah? But no, some good ideas there. I think the first one's the strongest, isn't it, that one? To be honest, I think that's the best idea. Although I like the one about disability in the work, like discrimination in the workplace, that was a good one. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with that one, isn't there? But yeah, good idea. I think you want to do the EMA one though, don't you? Yeah. So discrimination in the workplace is a good one. Yeah? Good. Any questions or anything? Well done, girls.